Welcome to the Sci-Fi Cosmic Conquest channel. We utilize the latest AI technology to bring your imagination to life through magnificent sci-fi stories. Join us on journeys to the far reaches of the universe and witness the survival of humanity. Don't forget to like and subscribe. As Leo approached, the creatures turned towards him. Their eyes, if they were eyes, shimmered with an indescribable color, shifting and pulsating. Leo's pulse quickened, a mix of awe and terror washing over him. He felt an overwhelming sense of determination. He would not let this be his end.
Shadows over Tranquility. The introduction. In the abyss of space, far from the familiar glow of Earth, the moon known as Tranquility holds secrets shrouded in shadows. This celestial body, once a symbol of peace and human achievement, becomes the stage for a harrowing battle of survival. Chapter 1. The Descent. Captain Leo Harris, the seasoned astronaut, braced himself as his lunar module, the Artemis, descended towards Tranquility. His heart pounded like a drum in his chest, each beat echoing through the cramped cabin. Leo's eyes, a deep brown mirroring the void outside, scanned the control panels, his fingers dancing over buttons and switches with practiced ease. His short, salt and pepper hair was matted against his forehead, beads of sweat forming despite the cabin's cool air. Suddenly, a violent shudder ripped through the module. The serene silence of space was shattered by the screeching of metal and the hiss of escaping air. The Artemis was off course, careening towards an uncharted region of the moon. "Control, this is Artemis. We have a problem," Leo shouted into the comms, his voice a mix of determination and fear. With a deafening crash, the Artemis slammed into the lunar surface. The impact sent clouds of gray dust flying into the black sky, covering the wreckage in a ghostly shroud. Leo, dazed but alive, unstrapped himself. His once pristine white suit was torn and smeared with dust. He was alone, his crew lost to the void. Stepping out into the alien landscape, Leo's boots crunched on the moon's surface. His gaze fell on towering figures in the distance, creatures, slender and silvery, their bodies reflecting the harsh lunar light. They emitted eerie, high-pitched sounds that pierced the silence. Chapter 2. Encounter. As Leo approached, the creatures turned towards him. Their eyes, if they were eyes, shimmered with an indescribable color, shifting and pulsating. Leo's pulse quickened, a mix of awe and terror washing over him. He felt an overwhelming sense of determination. He would not let this be his end. The creatures advanced. Leo readied his weapon, the only remaining link to the Artemis. The gun's low hum filled the air, a stark contrast to the alien shrieks. He fired. Bright bolts of energy streaked across the battlefield, each shot illuminating the moon's desolate beauty. The battle raged under the light of Earth, visible in the sky as a small blue orb. Leo maneuvered with an agility born from years of training, each movement precise and calculated. His face, usually calm and composed, was now a mask of intensity. The creatures responded in kind, their movements fluid and unnerving. They fired back with weapons that seemed part organic, part mechanical, the shots a blur of colors that screamed across the void. Despite the odds, Leo's strategic mind found patterns in their chaos. He exploited every opening, his shots finding their marks, felling the alien foes one by one. Chapter 3. Victory and Vow. As the last of the creatures fell, Leo stood alone on the battlefield, panting, his emotions a whirlwind of relief and sorrow. He looked up at Earth, his heart swelling with love and pain. He had won, yes, but at what cost? "I promise," he whispered, his voice carrying through the emptiness, "I will find out why this happened. For my crew, for humanity." He set up a makeshift beacon, its light a steady pulse against the lunar night. Leo knew help would come. But until then, he was the guardian of Tranquility, watching over its secrets and its dead. Echoes of the past. As Leo awaited rescue, he scoured the area around the Artemis wreckage for clues. His exploration led him to a cavern hidden beneath the moon's surface, its entrance masked by shadows and lunar debris. Inside, the walls glimmered with unknown minerals, casting eerie reflections that danced with every movement of his light. Leo's heart raced as he discovered artifacts alien technology intermingled with remnants of previous human missions, long thought lost. His hands trembled as he picked up a dusty, half-buried badge with the insignia of a mission from decades ago. "What happened here?" he muttered, his curiosity tinged with dread. He recorded everything, his camera capturing images that would soon astonish the world. His findings suggested a history of encounters, perhaps battles, between humans and these mysterious creatures, hidden from public knowledge. Chapter 4. The Siege of Shadows. With the truth of Tranquility beginning to surface, Leo's sense of determination deepened. He set up defenses, using both his training and the alien artifacts to prepare for any further assaults. Night fell, a concept barely relevant on the moon, but palpable in the increasing cold and darkness. Suddenly, vibrations shook the cavern. Leo peered into the darkness, his vision aided by night vision gear. Silhouettes emerged, more creatures, their forms sleek and menacing. This time, Leo was ready. He unleashed a barrage of energy pulses from a salvaged alien weapon, its power far beyond any human-made arms. The cavern became a battleground, echoes of blasts and alien cries reverberating off the walls. Leo fought with a mix of fear and exhilaration, and each enemy fell a step closer to keeping his promise. The heart of Tranquility. During a lull in the fighting, Leo ventured deeper into the cavern. He discovered a chamber at its center, a glowing orb pulsating with a mesmerizing light. As he approached, the orb's glow intensified, revealing cryptic symbols on its surface that resonated with the alien technology he'd found. Realization dawned on Leo. The orb was a beacon, perhaps a communication device, or worse, a call to arms for the creatures. His mind raced with strategies. Could he turn the enemy's tool against them? His fingers worked quickly, adjusting the orb's settings, his every move driven by a mix of hope and desperation. The chamber lit up, a blinding flash that signaled his success or his end. Chapter 5. Dawn of Understanding. The orb's activation did not bring more enemies. Instead, it cast a protective shield around the cavern. Leo, exhausted yet vigilant, watched as the creatures halted, their aggressive postures shifting to ones of confusion and retreat. At that moment, Leo understood the creatures were not invaders but guardians of Tranquility, protecting the secrets it held. His actions, though defensive, had sparked this conflict. With a heavy heart, he recorded a message in the orb, offering peace, hoping his words would bridge the gap between human and alien intentions. As the creatures listened, their shrieks softened, turning into low, mournful sounds that spoke of long-held grief and vigilance. Resolution and return. When rescue arrived, they found Leo not as a lone survivor, but as a diplomat. The creatures, now understanding his intentions, assisted in clearing the debris, guiding the rescuers to the cavern. Leo stood before his rescuers, a mix of pride and sorrow in his eyes. He had defended, discovered, and ultimately delivered a new beginning for human-alien relations. As the Artemis crew returned to Earth, Leo's tale of survival and diplomacy spread. Humanity had not only survived but thrived through understanding and respect for the cosmos and its inhabitants. Fade out.